What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol RGC for Regencell Biosciences. On the left-hand side, we are looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. We did cover this one in recent history, talking about this large move to the upside here, and as we had, before we tuned out there, we did leave the Fibonacci's on there, so we'll go ahead and put them back up just for your reference and to show you that we never really violated and closed candles underneath the 61.8. I'm not saying I would have gone long personally. I didn't go long personally on this name, but clearly there has been a huge shift, a big move to the upside happening on today, and this is just not something I would encourage anyone to chase at this point in time. The first reason is if we just clean that up, look at the extension here, right? Basically going from $5 at the floor, so call it 6, that's what the low bubble says, all the way up to 59 at the highs. Does this sound familiar to you? Does this look like anything else that we've seen in recent history? And I would argue yes, right? If we go on over to something like GME for GameStop, what happens on the big squeeze, right? The first initial big thing where it doubles, triples, does whatever, sees that massive follow through to the upside. After that, it's kind of a nasty ride back down to the floor. And I'm not saying it has to crash here in RGC, but what I am saying is that I probably would advise that you don't chase it at this point in time, simply because we don't have price history to look at, and there was really no news to fuel this move to the upside on today's activity. So if you want to watch it going forward, what I would really advise you do is just look at the fibs from today's session. So going from the low up to the high of the day, where did we close in terms of the 38.2? Obviously underneath it, but finding support at the 50%. So in an ideal world, if you did want to stay long, keep a bullish thesis on RGC, what you would need to see happen is consolidation up above 46.90, call it 47 the whole dollar at this point in time. So consolidation here, fine. If it does break the high, look for the next potential squeeze. Again, that's quote unquote squeeze for the move higher. And you're looking at whole dollars, $5, $10 marks on something that's moving this aggressively. You're probably going to get caught up in a halt as well, just an exchange regulated halt, not something that's implied by a broker. It's just an exchange rule. If something's too volatile, they'll halt it. And you see that over and over again on things that are moving with crazy momentum. So that's number one. If it starts to give up any of these levels, what's the critical number to watch? Well, it's kind of funny how this works, right? The 61.8 is coincidentally the highs of the morning session. So we're going to map that in with just a, let's do it with price levels. That way we can get the ugly blue lines off the chart. So that one's in, and of course this one is in right here. So now we'll get rid of our fibs, and ideally we hold one of these two numbers. The most bullish case is up here, second most bullish case is here, and then if we give up this 40 whole number just about, then I would look for a rollover here back down into this larger range from in here, and there's no real saying how low it's going to go. If we go on over to our trade tab, what you'll notice is there are no shares to short, and there's obviously no options to go short via puts, so it's not even worth considering any short-sided trades. I wouldn't be a pullback buyer, again, simply based on the fact that there's a lot of unknown risk out there whenever you see something with no price history trading really volatile in a manner like this. So that's my perspective. It's a different perspective. I'm sure a lot of people are saying rah, let's see the short squeeze, it's going to go to 1,000, but again, from my experience in the market, it's just not something I see as a risk-friendly trade at this point in time. So if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the perspective, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.